Hello, family and friends from near and far. Back for another podcast. I'm Jake Wild, alongside my co-hosts tonight,
Alex Dempsey and
Amanda Lammers.
Mandy Lammers, live and in the flesh.
Live and center.
No, she's not center. No, why is she center? All right, but tonight we have a very exciting guest. Very excited to welcome Madison Higgins. Higgins, why don't you say hello?
Hey guys.
Higgins is very happy to be here.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Very honored.
So we just like to, we kind of always just, you were like a little uncertain about what we were going to be talking about. But we'll just like ask you, like, we kind of just talk about like life during quarantine and how you're dealing with everything that's going on. Right. So the first thing we want to ask you is just, how has your quarantine been going? How have you been dealing with staying at home?
It's honestly good. I feel like I've gotten used to it. Like at the beginning it kind of sucked and now it's like kind of better. I've been doing a lot of like family bonding and that's definitely a plus. Yeah.
That's good. So what's been your favorite thing so far to do?
Definitely playing volleyball with my family.
Yeah? How does that work?
Yeah.
I don't know. We go in the backyard and we play 3-on-3. So like me and my two oldest siblings, and then my parents and my youngest sister.
You need a man. You need Amanda there.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Amanda, you can come over for some social distancing volleyball.
I thought that would be great. You know, do you guys know that Higgins took the time last week to make me gluten-free chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah,
look at you.
Wow.
And deliver them personally to my house.
Yes.
When you recognize the allergies, that's like a whole step up.
Oh yeah.
That's like all being conscious, you know.
Get you a friend that recognizes your allergies.
No, yeah, I had to like clean my whole kitchen and like wash my hands after every step. I'm so careful.
Yeah, that
Good
is
for
a
you.
level of dedication I've never seen before from Jake.
Yeah.
See, poor.
Literally, if Alex had one singular allergy, just never would eat again or in Jake's house.
All right, Amanda, let's
They
calm down.
Better than their regular cookies.
This is your first co-hosting gig. Let's not be too mean here. We don't want to get kicked off our first gig. All right.
No.
So Higgins, do you like something that I've been interested in is like, do you find that like you have a routine that helps you like get through the days, or do you find that you like to switch it up?
I like have like a semi-routine.
Yeah.
I usually get up around like 10, 11. Then I like do work, not so much anymore, I guess.
Dempsey.
My dad came in my room. I'm like, dude, I'm doing a podcast. I just did a little this, and he's like, oh yeah, I got you.
Dempsey shooed him away like a mosquito. All right, yeah, keep going, Higgins.
Yeah, so I do a little bit of work and then I work out and then I eat dinner. That's pretty much it. It's the same thing. And a lot of yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, do you find that like having somewhat of a routine has been helping you get through the days a little bit, or do you find that they all kind of just flow into each other, like you don't even know what day is what?
I mean, I feel like I just still don't know what's what, but it definitely helps me like not get bored. Like I feel like there's one thing that like would like keep you not bored is having a routine and just like sticking to it so that you don't like lose your mind.
Higgins,
Totally.
How is your cup of noodles stash looking?
Oh, it's really good. Yeah.
Higgins,
I've actually been doing such a good job.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Have you bought more since it started, or
I did. Because my mom went to Costco and they were on sale, so she like bought me like another 20.
What's your cup of noodles go-to flavor?
Oh, the regular.
The regular?
You don't need anything but the regular.
Cup of noodles is pretty elite. I'm not gonna lie.
It is.
So good.
It is.
Except like, do you guys like drink the soup at the bottom?
I do. Depends. It depends.
Okay, because everybody like yells at me for doing that. They're like, "That's cracked. That's disgusting." Like,
no.
It's good. It's good. It's just that sometimes, like, I'll get to the bottom and then it's like so salty that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that.
I literally live for that. I put less water than you're supposed to in because that makes it saltier.
She likes the sodium.
I know.
I have the sodium addiction.
I'm a big sodium guy.
Yeah.
I like the sodium.
Big
Love
NaCl.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
NaCl.
poor.
Bring back the chemistry.
I know. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I've been doing pretty well. Like I used to eat them like every day and like that was so bad.
Yeah.
But now I have one every like week. I had one today. Yeah.
Solid.
It's not bad. So, how have you been? Like, have you been able to get some sort of like closure with school ending, or like, are you still kind of shocked by it, or how are you feeling about that?
Definitely not had closure yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's something that I'm never gonna get, just
Right.
because like we never had that time to like walk in the halls and like say bye to all of our teachers,
Yeah.
and especially like also the senior barbecue. Like
I
Totally.
actually totally forgot that even
Yeah.
existed. Oh my god. Dang.
Higgins was looking forward to the senior
I know.
I
barbecue.
was looking forward to the senior
Yeah.
barbecue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it's sad that like we didn't get to like say goodbye to. I mean, like obviously we, like can see each other and like FaceTime
Right.
and stuff. It's not the same as like saying bye to teachers and like honestly just goodbye to high school in general.
Yeah.
And like, totally. And what I always think about is like, there's those kids that, there are kids that you'll probably never see again in your life. Like if we
Yeah.
end up not having prom or graduation, like I just keep coming back to that. Like there's kids that, like, there are those kids that you're like kind of school friends with, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Who like have played a part in your high school life and in your life like the past 12 years. And like, you might not even really get to say goodbye to them because you weren't necessarily close, but like they still played a role, which is definitely like tough to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
Totally. Amanda, why don't you ask some questions? It's your first day on the job.
I know.
Questions.
Oh, sass.
Amanda, how many times do you shower a day? I'm just curious.
1, 2. Why? Because my hair always wet when you're around.
Yeah, I feel like you, like every time I see you, you're like straight out of the shower.
I don't know. I shower like 2 to 3 times a day. Like yeah.
3? Why 3? 3's too much.
No, I don't usually shower 3 times a day. I usually during school I shower twice a day.
Actually,
You always wash your hair when you shower.
I'll probably
I wash
shower.
my hair in the morning and then I shower again in the afternoon because school's gross. And
But you don't wash your hair twice a day.
no, I don't wash my hair twice a day. I wash my hair once a day though.
I'll probably shower thrice today.
Thrice?
Maybe. I shower twice already. It just depends on the day. It's like it makes the day go by faster if you take a shower in there.
Showers are nice. You get to reflect. It's a good time, of course.
Okay.
Dempsey's in his bag when
I
he's in
know.
the shower.
Do you guys ever have these like shower arguments with yourself where you're like picturing yourself in like different scenarios and like how you'd like have like these comebacks and stuff? I always do that.
Dempsey, what?
You guys
Okay.
don't?
No,
I
I
100% do.
does.
Jake, shh.
Jake, you're lying.
Jake's just the odd one out.
He just looks at his phone this entire podcast. Kind of.
No, I don't. I don't look at my phone.
No,
You know what I
Jake's
do?
just a classic 21st century like kid who's like always has to be on his phone and like multitasking
No, I swear,
with like 3 different
I'm not on my
things.
phone. You know what I'm doing?
What are you
Can
doing?
guess what I'm doing? I'm doodling because it helps me focus.
You know, my mom does a lot of that. Like she'll do like conference calls, and
Yeah.
like I'll see like these little like drawings of like houses and like it's like
A little
squiggly
house?
swirlies.
Come on. Totally.
And then I make
You
fun of
gotta
my
just-
mom for it.
I have a good
So
question.
Higgins, another question I just wanted to ask was have you like been able to pick up any new skills over this quarantine? Do you find it's been a time for you to like get better at anything?
Let me see. I definitely done a lot of puzzles.
Yeah.
Got pretty good at those, you know. What else? Baking. Lots of
Baking.
Baking,
Yeah.
nice.
What have you been
But, like,
baking?
Well, I mean, like I always baked, but like over quarantine, I started like decorating. So like cakes and like cupcakes
It's awesome.
and a lot of decorating because it's fun and it takes up time and I feel artsy.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
And
That's
I've also
awesome.
started like running and like I never ran before, so like ever, and I literally hate it. But like I guess it's something new I'm doing.
How
Where
often do you
where
do
go
that?
for runs?
I go like around the circle near my house and then down Jackson. sometimes to like
That's good.
where like Allison lives, like Cary Drive over there.
Down by the hobby farm
Those
circle
exactly
over there.
distance
If I
between-
feel like going up the hill on the main road.
Nice.
I love it. No. I mean, I think it's good to keep yourself occupied and learn new things. I think it's... Have you found any pressure? Like, I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. Like even you, Amanda, like, have you found any pressure as like somebody who, like something that you're like passionate about already before the quarantine, anything? Have you found pressure to work on that because you feel like everybody else is working on like what they're good at? Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, like I feel like you see certain people, like football players or something, like you see them all over Instagram, like talking about how like this quarantine has given them so much time to practice their craft. Like that's like all you see, and like it's almost like pressuring to you to try to like hone what you're doing. Amanda, stop texting Higgins.
The entire time.
No, but do you?
You guys stop trying to call each other out.
Because I don't get to play volleyball anymore. Like
I know.
Amanda, you can come over to my house. You can
I understand. Like, but your parents are way better than me.
Are they?
Well,
They
my-
met playing
my
volleyball.
parents used to play
Really?
pro. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, really? I didn't know
That's
that.
cool.
They're literally so elite, and Higgins should have joined volleyball because she would have actually been a star.
Wait, so what?
That's debatable.
What was their pro career like?
I mean, they played grass doubles in like tournaments and like.
They ever play beach?
That's cool.
They a little bit, not as much.
So hard. I would
Recreation,
imagine.
not like they didn't play tournaments on beach. And
Damn.
they do a lot of indoor also,
Yeah.
but
What's that?
they started together on grass.
How does it work with pro? Like how does it? Or is it like ranked or like are you?
So it's like letters. So like for I think the lowest class is either a D or a C.
Okay.
And then it goes up to A, and then after A it's open, and then what's called double open. And so like double open is the best, and those are basically like the best, like obviously like the real like pros, like better than my
Right.
parents. My parents played like, I think they played open once. They did a lot of A. Yeah, they were pretty good. Back
It's
when they were young.
crazy.
Wow.
I mean, my dad is still good. And my mom is still good too, but like
They still play a lot.
mhm. They play like during the school year, they play at the middle school on Monday nights with
That's
like
elite.
other
That's really cool.
our families.
Do they get the Amanda Lammers volleyball stamp of approval?
Yeah, they're so good. We played together at Higgins' birthday party last year.
Okay,
And what happened?
how'd that go?
Yeah.
That's the end
How
of the
did that
story.
go? I think I played with her dad. He's a very good
Fair.
serve receiver.
Yeah, no, my dad's
Small.
like really like super athletic. Even now he's like super old and he still like dives and like does splits.
Yeah, I kept falling. Like I was going way too hard. Probably not.
How does it? Yeah, how does volleyball work like position wise? Like,
What do you mean?
are you like Amanda? I guess it's like more of a question for you. It's just
Okay.
something I've never really understood.
Okay. Well, like there are 6 people on the court, obviously.
Right.
Everyone has somebody opposite them that has like a similar, like for example, like there are 2 outside hitters, which are like the best hitters on the team. Then there's a middle, the tallest, the big hitter in the middle, a blocker. Then there's a right side hitter and a setter. I'm a setter. All I do is assists.
You don't
And
get
then libero.
Humbling yourself there.
Higgins would probably be a libero.
support.
Libero is the one who wears a different color jersey, and
Who's the libero?
So
That's Byron.
Soph, yeah.
Soph
So-
Soph, come on.
or
else would it be?
Sophie. So because Soph, like, she's the best person to watch play volleyball in my opinion.
How
Really?
come?
Why?
She like throws herself all over the place. Like she'll like
Have you
pass the
Well,
ball
like-
standing up and fall down.
I'm
have
telling
you seen
like
me
that
play
would
gym
be-
volleyball?
Oh, I go off in gym volleyball.
I've heard
my
things about you
God.
playing gym volleyball, Jake.
I'm kind of a gym volleyball
No,
legend. Like
I've heard
well, no, you just have the attitude.
I've heard you're competitive and people don't like it. Like,
Yes, that's true.
Like,
So, here's the
I've
deal.
heard stories where people are like, oh yeah, Jake keeps yelling at me. He's like,
yeah, I've heard
get to
people
work. This is
like,
a day
they keep
camp over
yelling at
here.
Yeah. So I have some lines. Like I'll tell people like there's people that like they're not like trying hard. I'm like, this isn't day camp. Like, come on. And then my classic move that I like is I kind of just like, I don't know, like I think of the gym floor as like my friend. So I kind of just like dive everywhere and like
You
I like
should
hit the
really
ground a lot.
Higgins, we should have had them do, if we were still in school, we'd invite you to co-ed. To play co-ed with us.
Oh
You
my
got it.
God, facts.
I would love to play
I
That was the
co-ed.
best time of my
Higgins
life.
to be at
But
the
I'm ready
co-ed
to fall now.
tournament with us last year.
Yeah.
You should be. Wait,
I think Emery played co-ed when
No,
it
he
was
didn't.
around. He didn't? I thought he did.
No, it's
Like,
actually
that was
much fun.
that was
Oh my
harsh.
God. No, 'cause-
Um,
it was. That
Who
was so
played?
fun. Oh my God.
we lost. Who did we lose to? We lost.
We lost to like,
KO really bad.
no, we didn't lose to KO. We didn't lose.
Yes,
to
we
KO.
did. We lost to KO.
No, we lost to the. I think it was
We came in third. We came in third
Like,
overall.
a really tall, like skinny guy who like kept like making
Yeah,
like
They were in blue. I don't know where they're from, but like
Interesting.
everyone made me set for them now, which was a pain in my ball.
Oh my God, there was
Oh,
like
yeah?
a line like like curled around like
Yeah, like there are other people.
you were setting all of them. Oh, I remember
I
that.
my heart.
So Higgins, do you want to tell everybody where you're going to college next year, along with these two over here on the screen as well?
All right. Well, I'm going to Cornell next year. Yeah, Big Red.
Red.
Yeah, I guess I'll be joining Amanda and Dempsey next year. Don't forget
Yes,
Dempsey.
sir.
The corn
Can't
of
forget
hell.
Debs.
Corn
um,
of hell.
what have you? Do you know what you're studying yet?
Yeah. Well, my intended major is biomed engineering.
Okay.
So if it's not that, it's probably going to be like another type of engineering. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we'll see how that
Very
goes.
cool.
A lot of work. So we'll see if I survive.
Were you able to do a lot of engineering stuff during high school, or was that kind of hard, like based on like what we have offered?
I mean, like, I guess like the science is like the same. I'm gonna have to take like physics, bio,
Right.
all this year.
Yeah.
But in terms of like more like engineering specific things, like basically like applied physics and like all that kind of stuff. And like, I mean, I could have taken comp sci, I didn't take comp sci.
Yeah.
Those are also really important to engineering. Yeah, definitely. If there was like an engineering, like an intro class like that, I probably would have taken that as an elective.
Yeah.
at high
Weren't
school.
they gonna do something? Like, wasn't there something?
Maybe. I don't know.
What was there? I feel like one year they had this like, didn't they have pathways
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
pathways to
I
engineering.
think they do. Yeah.
Oh, they did have that.
Higgins, do you know if you have to go to medical school yet? For that?
I don't know. It depends on
Because
it
isn't
depends on,
the,
like, what
isn't
field
the
of biomed engineering I'm in.
isn't the job like prosthetics and like
Yeah, if you want to do like anything with like prosthetics, like artificial like organs and like anything like that, then I think yeah, you would have to go to med school.
Is that what you're interested
Yeah.
in?
Probably. But I don't think if you want to do like pharmaceuticals, that I don't. There are some things where you might be able to get around med school in that field.
What piqued your interest in like prosthetics and all that?
I don't know. Just like
Got into it?
because like I knew that I was like STEM oriented from the
Right.
beginning, but like
Right.
I was also like bio oriented, so that was kind of like was like a good mix for me because like I didn't really like chem, so like chemie wasn't it, like mechanical engineering not really either.
Right.
chem. You're gonna say chem.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say
Okay.
chem, but like my major isn't gonna revolve around it.
Yeah.
Whereas like a chemical engineer is gonna continue suffering through chemistry.
Gotcha.
So Higgins, what are you most excited for about Cornell?
You don't know.
Or maybe I could rephrase this a little bit. Like, what made you choose Cornell?
I don't know. I think that I was like, they have obviously a very good engineering program.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just excited about like the alumni network, like being able to like really help me out in like junior, senior year for like jobs and like anything that has to do like with life after college.
Yeah.
they have a good system for that. Yeah, but they also have like a really good social life, and I think I'm ready to like, have a fun experience.
Again, let's go. Oh, let's go. Higgins and I have had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, but like
in high school, so I can only imagine.
No, I mean, I didn't want to go to a school that was like straight up like work, No, like nobody wants to do that for 4 years.
Yeah, it's definitely not all.
Like Cornell was like such the perfect balance because like people really are like work hard, play hard there, and that was kind of like a determining factor.
Definitely.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you grew a little tired of like the Byram party culture and like just like the way life was at Byram with the environment that we were in?
I don't know. I feel like the Byram party culture was kind of like sporadic. It was never like consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
And like it was like annoying because like whenever you like, for example, like wanted to go to a party, like obviously there was never like any available, but then like on the flip side, like 2 weeks later when like there was a party and you just didn't feel like going, you felt like you were missing something that was like once in a while.
I remember there was a night of Halloween this year where there just wasn't a party, and everyone
was
wondering.
Me and Higgins were all dressed up like matching, ready to go.
Yeah.
And, like,
I remember I was just sitting in Nate's basement with like 4 other people, and we were just like waiting there for like hours and hours, and then just nothing happened.
Like everybody's waiting for somebody to like step up, and like nobody stepped up, and I'm so glad we put so much effort into our costumes this year.
Yeah, and I couldn't go out the next night. But I know Higgins and I discussed this. Like we spent all year anticipating what was going to happen in these months of like April, May, June. That it wasn't like getting old. It was like excited about what is like going to happen. Like we spent the whole first half of the year. Like I worked so hard. And Higgins worked extremely hard. So like this was a time where we weren't necessarily going to have to do that, but we're still going to be in the environment that like we love being in, like love going to school and stuff. So.
Totally. Yeah, there were just like so many things that I was like looking forward to, like my internship. I know I was like super excited. What was
your internship?
It was the marketing company in Armonk. It's across from like the Beehive.
Okay.
It's Golden Fish marketing.
Cool.
And I don't know, they had some like pretty good projects for me. So yeah.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I mean, it's upsetting.
Yeah.
And like the senior fashion show, we had just like picked out clothes.
Oh yeah.
I was like excited about that.
Yeah,
so that sucked.
Right. So now that we're kind of on the topic of like what would have been this spring, David Gold came on our podcast a while ago, and we've been asking this question. So
what would you want people to know about you that they might not know about you as like a lasting legacy about yourself? Like a legacy that you leave behind at Byron Hills?
Yikes. I don't know. I guess like the biggest thing for me is like people just see me as someone who like, Amanda's already heard this speech I'm going to give. That's why she's smiling. But like people see me as like someone who just like works really hard and like takes like hard classes. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Shut up. But like, I feel like people only like truly know who I am if they're like really close friends with me, because like, I seem also like really introverted, like in school, and I'm not with my friends. Yeah, I guess I'm just different. Like there's a whole different side to me that I feel like a lot of people didn't see, and I look pretty boring at school, and I look like someone who like probably just goes home and like does homework.
Does math homework.
Is that something that you want to like try to portray more of it when you're at college? Like, do you want to try to show that other side of you a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I don't want to like build up a reputation that I'm just like nerd.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't want to be an engineering nerd for the next 4 years.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I know. Goldie, if you're watching this, thank you for giving us like the best question.
It is a good question.
Yeah.
You asked it? Or you
What's
guys
up?
Did he ask you?
He asked us.
Yeah.
What did you guys say? I didn't want.
Yeah, wait, I'm curious. Why don't you guys answer questions? I'm not even answering.
What did we say?
Yeah.
I'll say what I said.
Yeah, say what you said.
Well, I don't know. I don't know like a ton of people really well. I only know like a few like people extremely well. And I just want people to like know that I'm someone who is so easily approachable and someone who they can listen to, and like I'm like someone who they can come to whenever they need. I'm someone who, you know, just wants to be there for anyone and everyone whenever possible, and I just want people to know that.
I feel like people know that in high school. Not you?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, so what I said was kind of that empathy is like the most important thing to me, like being an empathetic person. So like I joke around a lot with people like you guys. Like I joke around and I like try to make things like funny, I guess, but at the end of the day, I like to be somebody who can.
Such a big laugh for you.
Higgins is dying over there.
Sorry, it's really funny to me.
I at the end of the day, like I try to be somebody that like gives really good advice and try to be somebody who can like walk in somebody else's shoes. And like what I take really seriously is this thing that I've thought about a lot recently, which is really important to me, which is this idea that empathy isn't just like stepping into somebody else's shoes and like trying to feel the way they feel. Empathy to me is stepping into somebody else's shoes and while doing that, simultaneously looking at the world the way that they look at it, so that you can really feel how somebody else feels in a situation. So I try to be able to, you know, help people like through that. And it's something that's really important to me. Yeah.
That's nice.
That was my answer. So we have less than a minute left on Zoom.
Of course.
Higgins, so we end these off. A little tribute to Senor Eagle. We count down and say adios, Senor.
And you know, so imagine it's 2:15 right now. We're getting ready to go.
No, it's 2:10.
It's 2:11. We're waiting.
2:10's too soon.
It's 2:12.
It's 2:12.
Whatever.
2:12 if we're being ambitious.
We're gonna run out of time.
Look at us as we leave the door.
All right, Jake.
All right.
Do the countdown.
I'll count it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Adios, Senor.
Adios,
Thanks,
Senor.
guys.